So this post idea is actually working. I've probably talked to 10 clients about it just here at the conference. We start with people and then go on to objectives, strategy, and technology. So once you've determined whether you're compatible with the kind of people that you're trying to reach, the next step is to figure out what objective you want to go after. And we talk about listening, talking, which is related to marketing, energizing, that's getting your best customers excited to proselytize others, supporting, right, saving support costs by having people support each other, and then embracing, which is actually involving customers in product development. The problem really is that so many of our clients and others moving forward here decide first on the technology, and that doesn't work so well. You really have to decide first what you're trying to accomplish and then go from there to figure out what the best technology is. The point is that different companies have different goals. So if your goal is to gain insight into your customers, then you want to start with listening. But if your goal is to sell more, you might start with an energizing technique to use ratings and reviews on your site, for example, to increase sales. The point is that isn't that people need to start with one or the other. It's that you have to pick one and go from there. And once you've mastered, for example, using a community for marketing purposes, for talking, then you can think about, well, can I also get insights out of it? If you start a community because you want to start a community and you're not sure what your goal is, then you're probably going to fail. So if your objective is to learn about your customers, if you really want to get intelligence into what they're doing, you can work with a company like Communispace, and they'll put together a private community which can often generate incredible insights. One of the Groundswell Award winners was Schwab, that did a community for Gen X investors that they used to actually redesign their products for Generation X based on that private community. One really great application was the Chevy Aveo Campus Challenge, in which students at college campuses were encouraged in a contest. You'd have a pair of students who had to live in a Chevy Aveo for a week. And they could only come out to go to class or for 10-minute bio breaks, and then they would have Facebook groups and YouTube videos and all sorts of other self-generated content about that. It was enormously successful in spreading awareness of the Chevy Aveo on campuses, which is what Chevy was after. What would you say if I asked you right now, who's in charge of the internet at your company? Who's in charge of the telephones at your company? No, I mean, we use these tools for all sorts of different purposes. And it's certainly true that marketing has been a leader in taking advantage of these social technologies. And that's fine. So if you're doing marketing through Facebook, for example, somebody in the marketing department really needs to devise a program for that and be in charge of it. But at Ernst & Young, for example, they use Facebook for recruiting college students. So it's a guy in charge of a chunk of human resources that's in charge of Facebook. In the future, I think you'll see pieces of these social technologies throughout the organization, not just in marketing, but in support, in product development, in research. And asking who owns it is going to sound just as silly as asking who owns the internet strategy right now.